Good evening, race fans. Welcome into Friday Night RODDCAR. We head to Talladega for race 8 of 13 here in season 32. Had last week off, just another week to enjoy the memorable finish 2 weeks ago for the first ever RODDCAR Indianapolis 500, a 3-wide photo finish. But tonight, head to an entirely different style of racing at Talladega in the 87 cars. As always, here with my co-commentator up in the booth, Art. How are we doing tonight?
I'm excited. We go from having the best finish in the month of May in the Indy cars to the 87's, another very hard, car to drive. Luckily, we've got a lot of track to sling these things around on here in Talladega. And I think these drivers are going to put on a good show.
Absolutely, but the last 3 weeks has been the Gen 6s at Daytona, Indy cars at Indy, and 87's at Talladega, so... 3 completely different set of challenges for these drivers as we head into the final, I guess, third of a season or whatever it may be, quarter of a season, something like that, roughly, give or take. And yeah, we're heading to the stretch run, and points will be as crucial as ever. Race information tonight is as follows: 1 lap of qualifying. Set the field for the 75-lap main event. Field capacity 55%, back to normal RODDCAR levels. Estimated fuel run 20 to 25 laps. 3 green-white checkers, with the third being the point of no return, and 1 fast repair, as always. So let's go ahead and get you into the on-track action as qualifying is underway. And let's go on board here with Michael Cozy Jr. as he starts his get-up-to-speed lap. And you see here, a lot different than the onboard shots 2 weeks ago. Lose all the fancy gizmos and gadgets, the weight jacker, it's a boat on wheels. Downforce wasn't a thing, just pure speed. Easily over 200 miles an hour here tonight. Go into these corners, hope it sticks, pray that you don't slam the wall on corner exit. But it will be a handful tonight for these drivers. But he'll cross the line, Michael Cozy Jr. at 206 miles an hour. Keep it wide open for 1 lap here for qualifying, but as the course of the run goes on, it'll get tighter and tighter and tighter, that turn 2 wall. Start getting closer and closer on the exit. And off into 3. You just hope you can point it towards the bottom, let the banking do the work for you. And try and minimize the speed loss on corner exit. Let it rise up naturally, banking doing a lot of the work. 99 machine Michael Cozy Jr. comes across the line. He will slot into P3. Let's see who else.
Are these the kind of questions we're being asked during qualifying?
I didn't even see it. Great actor, William Dafoe.
Man is the green gun.
AJ Green currently on pole, and the top 4, by the way, just look at that margin there. 6 1/1000ths of a second, a statistical tie between your top 2. Gotta have a rounding error. But we'll see a little bit more field spread, at least in 1 lap qualifying, just because these cars are a handful, so it puts a little bit more back into the driver's hands, a little bit more skill are required. So the margins will be bigger, and those that can wheel it and deal it will be at the top of the timing charts. Track position will matter here, as it is harder to pass. You can generate runs, but just with how tight these cars get on corner exit, you'd like the clean air if you can get it. Gabriel Dahari goes 8th quickest. He is one of 3 Pontiacs in the entire field. You can see Zielinski, I think, electing not to finish his lap. And that'll be qualifying. DeMerchant burning it down in the wrong car. Number.
How dare he?
Pretty sure he's listed as the, let's double check.
Fairly certain he is listed as the 14. He just hasn't changed that car yet.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't run these cars as much, but set the merchant will be easy to spot. He'll be Trying to get towards the front. And that is qualifying done and dusted, and he is, in fact, listed as the 14th, so not my fault. Not this time. And it will be AJ Green on pole. How about that for the 487 machine? One career RODDCAR win, 36 top 10s. And he put it on pole here tonight. Let's quickly show you the point standings coming into tonight, the 8th race of the season. And it is tight as it gets. Out the top, Parker White with 1 point over Daniel Falkingham, 202 to 201. Brandon Cruz, Montevious, Tyler Gary, 3rd, 4th. A ways back. And then everybody else just fighting for a good top 10 position. But the top 2 have blitzed the field so far this season. And tonight, early advantage goes to Parker White. He'll start P2. Falkingham down in P23. We'll see how that shakes out at the end of the night. We have a 36-car field here tonight. Rod Flag will most likely be joining us in progress. I had to go run out and pick up his cat from the vet. So he did take that 36th and final provisional spot. And he'll probably pick up a couple of cheap spots towards the end of the race.
I'm going to say Rod Flag should still have a chance to be in this. These drivers... Not necessarily the best group of, 87 drivers. There are some good ones here, but I think the rest of them can be a little sketchy.
Yeah, we'll see more trouble here on the restarts than we normally do on Friday Night RODDCAR.
Corbin said Merch is winning. He wants to put his money on Seth the Merchant.
Alright, we got a Seth the Merchant pick. We got a Corey Henry win. Art, who you got?
Give me, starting in P22, Michael P. Fresh.
Give me another Michael. This time it's Michael Cozy Jr. I just think he gets it done here tonight. Finally, he's had some rotten luck. Not a championship contender this season, but he's an 8-time champion before. He knows how to get it done. And I think he'll pick up his first win of the season here tonight. I feel like I picked him in half the races this season, so maybe it's my fault, but,
Man is the ultimate jinx.
Nice are out on top of the pace car. We are going racing this time by. Big shout out to Mo Parrott, who's never gotten around to changing his paint scheme. Running our colors proudly in the 5th position here tonight. Man, that actually shines under the lights. That looking good. Under the sun. Gives a nice reflection.
Gonna give all of the airtime to Mo Perry.
Just leave it on the far chase camera. Lights, it's, it's dark in real time. It's, it is what it is. Alright, it's been a very long day. It reflects under the sun, under the light. I don't know. The sun is a light, is it not? Either way, we have 3 drivers that have not... Michael McElroy going to start from pit road. Rod Flag, Hunter East, not here. We know what Rod's deal is. Not sure what happened to Hunter East. But we'll see if he joins in progress. He's having some anti-cheat issues, so not letting them in. I don't know.
That is a what?
But we're underway here for the 8th race of the season.
Oh, they're already checked up. We're 3 wide.
It looks like... Oh, there goes... I think that's Mark Jorgensen Jr. already. Way down to the inside. He'll get it going. Michael McElroy's going to come out and be like, what
they're about to wreck. They're going around. They're going around. There's one in the wall. Multiple.
3, 4, 5 cars involved, and we did not make it to to the exit of turn number 2. Michael McElroy is going to come out and see a whole heck of a lot. Jorgensen will probably be thankful he got turned. As what in the world went on there?
Starts with Jacob Dunn and Vincenzo. I'm not saying that last name.
No, it's Tyler Lonin.
Didn't get going.
Didn't get going on the outside, and then it looks like maybe Jorgensen misses second to third because he has a huge checkup right in front of the 50 of Tyler Glass, making his RODDCAR debut tonight, it must be said, in the 50. And punting off a former champion, certainly one way to start it. First couple hundred feet of your RODDCAR career, and there it is. And we'll go up here. Like you were mentioning, Vincenzo Iacovazzi. That's the best way I could pronounce it. 62 machine. Makes a nice evasive maneuver to the top. Gets himself squarely 3 wide. And then just keeps coming up. Just a little bit too much. And right as Jacob Dunn makes a slight movement to the bottom and they meet in the middle. 62's coming up, 62's coming up. Last second, Dunn just coming down ever so slightly. Touch in the middle. Right in front of Bobby Zielinski. DJ Smith, Michael P. Frisch. James Mendez through the grass here to escape. Travis Brown. Evasive maneuvers. Dean Clavitt getting involved there late. That was turn 2. Did not make it far. Hunter East, I don't know what's wrong. Every time I join, the easy anti-cheat thing pops up and says close Windows BDG before starting the game. What is that? Now it's good. I restarted my PC. So hopefully he can get out here and get going. And it's exactly what happened in the 24 machine. So just waiting on Rod Flag. You got a good... This cat got a good bill of health from the vet, so all good things. And he got the early wreck he needed, so he's not going to be too far behind. Just depends on what time he gets home.
I also want to point out that, of course, it was a puffer zone driver to miss the start there.
Right.
Or just ruin the start.
Tyler Lonin.
Them PZN boys.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I picked one to win.
Fastest lap of the race so far goes to Corey Henry, 1 minute 9.22. We are flying out here. Once they get going, they will be able to start spreading out. The field will get a little bit separated, and these races usually go green more often than not. They just have to get rid of those first couple of laps. Jacob Dunn in danger of going a lap down, but I think he'll just make it. He does, so all 35 drivers still on the lead lap. Lights are out on top of the pace car. We're going back racing on lap number 5. That was already the vintage 87's.
Yeah, can't even... I was going to say,
Checking
can't
up
even
on the
make it a
restart,
lap.
can't grab a gear.
Can't make it through the corners without washing up the track. And the tires weren't even gone for that.
Yeah.
The only thing gone was talent.
Lots of it. We have broken the minute mark. Jorgensen Jr., 55 seconds. Michael Frisch, 54. Catching the field. We're flying now. Still see some remnants of damage that they'll hope to get fixed later on in the race.
I'll be honest, if I was McElroy, I'd pull down through the pit road one more time for the start of this.
Just to make sure they got it all out of their system.
Drew, we hate on everybody. Anybody and everybody.
Anyone that causes a wreck gets it no matter what. Buffer zone gets it just because. But here we go, back for the restart, lap number 5. We'll see if we can make it off of turn number 2. I don't have, well, I think they've learned a little bit this time. What do you think? They have to have learned.
What do they learn? What about when we get to 3 and 4? They didn't learn that yet.
That's a good point. But here we go, back for the restart. And it looks like everybody came off okay for now. Yeah, the whole field, all 35. Looking good so far.
There are big gaps in that outside line. I believe that 5 machine did not get going well. Dahari and that green machine in front of him going to move up. Dylan Dryling's in a green car.
Gives off Chick. There. Top 6. Just so slightly. Got a car length or so. Already a car length and a half. See the gaps more spread out than they would be with any other chassis we run. And we got 3 wide in the back. Owen DeGroot. 3 wide for a moment there. The 97 machine. That is actually the 01 of Travis Brown, so we'll try and remember that for future reference. But we did make it a lap under green, and already I think a car in the wall further back is Parker White trying to get a crucial bonus point. Almost gets turned in front of the entire field. Remember, he came into tonight 1 point ahead of Falkingham. This would be a very important bonus
contact
point.
Between Green and Swack. They were door banging out of 4.
Parker White gets the lap led, gets that bonus point. Beating and banging further back. Quickest man on the racetrack was Drew Joie last time. 43.79 in the 1 machine. Tyler Glass, huge collision with the outside wall, and he's just going to hang it up there. The rookie finding the 87's to be an absolute handful. Has to let the entire field go on by. He'll be back down to the 35th position, potentially a right front broken there. That was a huge collision. Car just did not turn on him. On board here, mid-pack, Jaden Carter. And we'll see a lot of side-by-side early on, but you saw how easy it is to just lose control, slam the outside wall, and take a couple others with you. 2400 East in the wall further back. Already has some left front damage as well. And he started a lap after everybody.
A little 3 wide action. The 7 machine up at the top, just looking to fall back.
Yeah, if you can sit in line and save a little bit of tires, there will be a lot of lifting in these cars as compared to normal. So take care of your stuff while you can. Still 3 wide. There's Mark Jorgensen Jr., Garrett Delph, Kevin Spencer, Jacob Roth, all in the mix. Tyler Glass was able to continue, but obviously well off the pace at the moment. Pretty much stable out in front, 2 by 2. And it's a matter, it's weird we come to a super speedway, but who can save tires to be able to make runs late? As Tyler Lonan washed up the hill there, nearly got into the 1 machine of Drew Joie, who's actually the 38. Almost put himself 3 wide. Gavin Newton was trying to take advantage. Dylan Kem right there.
And we're talking about tire saving on lap 10.
Well, that's what it is. If you push too hard too early, you'll just wash up, be unbearably tight, and either nail the outside.
Someone's on the wall there. They are dropping to the back.
That is Josh Stoltz. Yeah, you have 2 options once you push too hard and ruin your stuff up. You either pound the outside wall or you have to lift. And you lose all forward momentum. 3 wide for the race lead. Matthew Zwack through the middle. Cozy up top. Parker White on the bottom.
Cozy's going to have some help now. Here comes Corey Henry.
And we are 3 by 3. So these guys are getting very racy. Drew Joie up there in the mix. Parker White sticking a nose in. Cozy into the wall. And there it goes. Oh, we got the ball over. Scott Warren flipping wildly, lands on all 4s. And 3 wide did not work, unsurprisingly. But Scott Warren with a wild one. But he drove away from the scene. Bits and pieces missing off of several cars. And let's take a look at what happened.
I'm really surprised by this because it seems like this is Cozy coming down on Dylan Dreiling.
On board. Count him. He ends up on all 4s and sees him wrecking right in front of him. Let's see here. Michael Cozy Jr., we saw he was going 3 wide to the outside. I'll just let this play through the first time and see what the heck happens. Four wide.
Scott Warren going up and over.
Yeah, let's see here. Dylan Dreiling, though. In the 83, where the heck did he end up in all of this? Right there. So, from his point of view, make your own judgments.
I mean, he holds that line down there.
Yeah, a little bit of netco, just barely, but yeah. From that point of view, it looks like Cozy came down and netcode took care of the rest, but once you're on corner exit, there's no time to really react. Comes down into Corey Henry, Dylan Kem, there goes Scott Warren, Travis Brown, Drew Joie. Jorgensen Jr. is going to see a wild view of this. Second yellow of the evening. And hello.
Wow, that navigation.
Travis Brown going to get a face full here of... Oh, Drew Joie, that was a big one. As further at the back. Able to apply the brakes, hopefully. There, the 62 into the back of Hunter East. Hayden Carter gets collected late. And who was that? Hang on. Who just splits the middle of all this right at the end? Is that Jacob Dunn? No, that is Josh Stoltz, I believe. In an unmarked 99 machine. He's actually the 199. Oh, and he loops it, though. Oh, he had it, and then he didn't. He just makes the slightest of contact, but that was, just take a look through this. Trying to get it wound up, have to shoot the gap, and ends up losing the car. And he continues on like nothing happened.
It's like that Jimmy Johnson save, not a save.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy Johnson was more of a save, though, because he didn't hit nothing. Stoltz hit
he barely scraped the wall.
Yeah,
that car's fine.
here with the driver of the 88 machine, Mark Jorgensen Jr. You got a wild view out your front windshield under that last yellow. What the heck you think happened?
Well, obviously there was multiple fucking idiots in that one, right? You know, they all fucking wadded up. So, yeah, man, you know, I was slowing down, looking in my mirror, sliding sideways, juking and jiving. Fucking, I thought I was gonna be in it, to be honest with you, with that car that was flipping. But we got through it. We're gonna give her hell. But yeah, that's how these wrecks happen, man. Fucking idiots.
The 87's a delicate car, so got to know what you're doing in them. And, yeah.
We ain't got a fucking clue, Max. We don't have a damn slightest idea what the fuck we're doing.
You're just out here hoping to make it there at the end.
Yeah, man, we're going to put on the show for the fans, though. That's all that matters.
Absolutely. We'll appreciate it, and we'll check in on you a little later.
Yep.
I mean, that's just bar none, right? The best interview we'll ever have, right? I mean, he's always.
We gotta have someone in here with that, you know, the censor button next time, though.
Say Fox.
Beep, beep, beep.
Get the soundboard out, right? We'll get the. Yeah. Man. All right. So I think that'll take definitely a couple fast repairs. Scott Warren. He's still trucking, man. He's in 20th. That car looks all right. But yeah, we just, you know, like they get the coaches like broadcast for the national championship game for college football. We need like a Mark Jorgensen Jr. like dual cast. Just let him, just his point of view. All like I don't
like the Manning cast,
right? Give him his own broadcast. I just love to see him commentate. I think he'd do a very fine job. Probably wouldn't be able to be aired on anything, but be a good time. You know, he's all about the fans, putting on a good show for the fans. Inside the first 20 laps, cars with varying sorts of damage. All 35 still out on track on the lead lap. And we're ready to go back racing. AJ Green, Parker White. Top two remain where they are. Pace car is off. Make that longer run down to the middle of the tri-oval. Towards the Geico restart zone, and AJ Green will get us back underway here, lap number 15. He waited a little bit there, waited. It looks like the field will get through at least second gear okay. Take about half a lap, 3/4 of a lap to get up to full song. Dylan Dreiling helping that 47 get clear. Dreiling himself will not be. And they're set the Merchant with a push to the back of the 95. That momentum now with the outside line down the back straightaway.
Gavin Newton didn't get up to speed on that outside line. He's now having to fight back. Gonna be a spot down.
At least clean through the first lap of the restart. Parker White will lead again at the line by about 3/4 of a car length. The Merchant pushing with Falkingham right there. He started 22nd. He's now inside the top 5. Got to keep pace with Parker White. Would love to lead a lap to make sure that bonus point is kind of rendered useless for both of them. Got to keep pace with your championship rival at all costs. Dreiling putting him 3 wide there for third. Falkingham has to back out just a tiny bit. Dreiling being very aggressive here in the opening stint of this race. Definitely got the Chick Hicks paint scheme and racing like him a little bit, but it's working. He's to the outside of Parker White for the race lead. And he's leading this sucker. Falkingham giving him all the help he needs because that increases Falkingham's chances of leading the lap. He can get Dylan Dreiling clear.
You know, it's a sad day we don't have the actual Chick Hicks here. Because I know Tyler Gary runs that scheme almost religiously in Moon Car.
Zwack now down in 24th at the fastest lap of anybody, 43.72. We'll have work to do to get back towards the front. It's a nice paint scheme on Gavin Newton's 48 machine.
It's almost like he makes them himself.
Very talented group of drivers and painters in RODDCAR. little bit shaky there from DeMerchant behind Parker White. Had a slight bobble. Gavin Newton leaving plenty of room between himself and Falkingham. Owen DeGroot up here in the mix, plus 20 since the start.
I think I realized
career start.
Why Gavin Newton might have had a bad start. He's got a good amount of right front damage on that car.
And he dropped down to the inside.
Corbin just now forgetting to do his job.
Yeah. It's not great.
Yeah, we've known. That's why you don't get paid.
Steven Maggio in the 81 machine. Nice looking scheme. Twisted T. Got Bobby Zielinski, Mark Jorgensen Jr. behind him. Go on board with the driver of the 88 that said most people out here don't got a clue of what's going on, how to operate these machines. You can hear there the lift, even on corner exit. Just to stabilize the car, you'll hear the lift going down into turn number 3 as well, letting the banking do the work.
See, I could never drive these cars because the Dale Earnhardt in me would say never lift.
Right.
And I just need the outside
there
wall.
almost. It would work great for you for 2 laps. Third lap, be like, right front's gone, fellas.
I'm parking it. Can't turn no more.
But you see how compact this field is. Really, it's 26 drivers. 26. There's your main pack. Tyler Lonan leading this second group. Everyone just trying to ride around. DJ Smith, Tyler Glass, in a land of their own. We've lost Corey Henry.
We're 3-1. Looks like there's something that happened with Zielinski there. He's dropping back pretty hard.
But we're going to find out. Oh, we got problems. Hunter East into Jacob Roth. And how on earth did they save those race cars? Never mind. Oh, no. They didn't save nothing. Oh, that's... Oh, wow.
That is not safe for TV.
Man.
What are those cars doing?
Oh, man. The beauty of life. It's a miracle. We made another race car. Shane Carter reborn. Corey Henry, did you get my flip? What?
Wait, what?
I beg your pardon? We got Scott Warrens. What happened to you? What?
When did you flip?
We saw you wreck. Now I'm like, how do we miss a blowover? Huh? All right.
It had to happen after he packet lost, I guess. But
wild. All right, so that was that. Back to the present day.
Said I flipped and stopped. We did not.
Have that. What lap? But here we go.
Can we show the most recent wreck?
Yes, we can. But here we go. It was Hunter East into Jacob Roth. How that 27 saved that race car, I have no idea. And then Josh Stoltz just runs him over. Just doesn't care about all the hard work that Jacob Roth and Hunter East did saving those race cars. And then, it's the beauty of life.
Hey, at least now we know how cars work.
Right. But, like, yeah, look at this. I mean, so, yeah, Hunter East gets in too hard, hits Jacob Roth. I mean, that should have been a wreck. That definitely should have been a wreck. And then it's like, all right, by some miracle, you've saved the race. Never mind. Like, that's what are we doing? And then, oh, man, this is... Ask your parents about what this is. Like, what is that? What is that? Right? Man. That's a... Steven Maggio leads this race, by the way.
Stay there. I want a bonus point.
Right.
McElroy is manually disconnected.
Oh, problems.
Quitter.
So Corey Henry coming back. He's back on track. Yeah, Roth, I don't know how you're not dead. That was a tremendous piece of driving. Still no Rod flag sighting, so... Unfortunate. 87s, it's, you know. I feel like he had a good time in those. Almost a third of this way through the race. Yeah, so actually, let's just go get the onboard. And we'll go back and look as, you know, we're dealing with these long pace laps. Back it up, back it up. Had accidentally clicked onto Rob. Yeah, this is what Stoltz sees. I guess he just, you can hear him lifting a couple of times, then he's like, all right, I think like he gathered it up, and I guess not. Like I guess he just misjudged that potentially, but. And then here's Jacob Roth. Watch the hands. Apron helps a little bit, but the initial save was all him. And then finally, we'll take a look at AJ Green, Hunter East here. I'll take just back just a tiny bit. He just gets in there. And does a nice job transitioning back up to the track. And just brutal there. And, oh yeah, Jaden Carter, we forgot about this. There he goes. But they all...
I really want to know what, like, just going through their minds. You're just sitting there and you all of a sudden see a car now drive through you. It's like
at this point, right? You're just like, all right, well, I got it. RP, like, just it's like, all right, I guess I gotta drive through. Brute force my way out of here. Lost, you know, piece of the front bumper there, but man. Coming back here for the restart lap 24. It was our third caution of the night. It's Michael P. Frisch Matthews Whack on the front row. Frisch, a seasoned 87 driver. Could have picked him to win very easily, but he's usually caught up in other people's stuff. But here we go. Biggest mover so far, Garrett Delph. Started dead, well, second to last, 35th. Ooh, that's RODDCAR lore right there. Ooh, man. Oh, we don't know how Parker White did not go. Oh, we got a huge stack up. 3 wide. Gavin Newton through the middle. 4 wide.
Parker White.
Oh,
brother.
Man, it happens to the best of them. Your championship leader.
You're better than that.
No, literally. Like, you have tons of ability. But he did. Oh, Jacob Roth again. But somehow, we stay green. 95 leading the 96, 19th and 20th. And he'll just be happy to have a car in one piece, Parker White. So, man, we're green, but I almost want to, let's just go back real quick. On board with Parker White. Almost like a double shit. It's just a whole lot of problems there.
Looks like he wanted to go, went, then had to, you know,
check it back up, but then it looked like he shifted into third anyways, just assuming that he would have been rolling. And they were not. But he fell back to 19th, already back to 17th, so he's starting that climb back towards the top 10. One spot at a time. Owen DeGroot started 28th. He's up 25 spots. Looking for his first career win.
Corbin threatening to black flag people for remembering that he was a bad race controller.
That's a gross abuse of power.
That's why you lost your job. That's why people remember you, Corbin.
He's infamous.
Great game.
Better than... Oh, big block there from Zielinski on Parker White. Some shifting going on back there. Still better race control than Robert Dorman, though. Right now, Dylan Dreiling would have been DQ'd right about now.
Ooh. Close there. Tribal.
Saw some 3 wide further in the back. These boys were going at it. Looked like Dean Clavitt, Vincenzo I. Cavazzi, and the 92 of James Mendez, but they have settled it out. Now
might have 3 wide for second, such third.
Frisch right through the middle here.
33 just drifted up down the back stretch. I thought he was going to go into the wall.
Still 3 wide. Falkingham, Joie, DeGroot. Margins are ultra fine. Got to be careful here. Delph up into the mix. Started 35th, so essentially last of everyone that's here, unless Rod Flag can get out and make a couple of laps. Later on in this race, Parker White already back into the top 10. But we crank it up for the first time here tonight live on YJ Media.
We've got a caution.
Man, we were getting some great footage there. What the heck happened this time?
Ooh, I think that's Jacob Dunn bouncing off the wall. We got another blowover.
Oh, man.
DJ Smith.
Lost the rear spoiler. Let's take a look. I do not know what this was for. Oh! Well, now I do. He doesn't even hit the inside wall. How about that? So, yeah. Jacob Dunn was high, started high, and ended in the wall. Came right down in front of DJ Smith, Nathan Barrows. Absolutely nowhere to go. And that was your 4th caution.
Doing our best Fox impression. Luckily, we had cameras that could go back and get it.
Hey, we were cranking it up, though. I mean, it's not. It was a very specific camera. But yeah, he just never got really set into the corner here. All that mud, messing up what limited aerodynamics were on this car. But yeah, he just starts washing up. And he just does not get it under control. And then we had something up here. Parker White potentially again. They were getting real squirrely up at the front here. We saw through the crank it up to Merchant was trying to go through the middle. And there's just a bit of a stack up on that outside, and yeah, almost another dual incident caution there. Looks like the 62 will stay out to lead that lap. Vincenzo Iacovazzi. Cavazzi, maybe?
It's a name.
He's leading this race right now, though.
This is why we need people to tell us pronunciations.
That should be on the sign up, like when you apply, like pronunciation for broadcast.
Like we're a couple of dummies, all right?
Right. Room temperature IQ, you know.
Like room temperature for you would actually be an increase.
Hey, chill out.
Hey, you took the test. Remember what happened?
Was on his bumper? Yeah, I don't know.
We want to know.
I'll find out.
It's his name.
Yeah. Caution activities at Talladega. But he will be on 10-lap older tires, and we'll see, unless he wants to come in and pit. We'll see if he wants the airtime, though. And he's going to come in and hand the lead over to Bobby Zielinski. Started all the way down in 20th. Lights are off on top of the pace car. Lap 34 will be underway.
What are they doing?
Parker White giving a friendly nudge.
He needs to leave my pick to one alone.
And everybody's still running minus Michael McElroy. So 34 cars on track. McElroy out. Rod flag hasn't started yet.
He's lucky he's not in voice. You'll yell at him right now. McElroy quitting on us.
Hate to see it.
We don't take too kindly to starting and parking here.
Get the 35th. You know, 35th place points there. Had to get it on the resume.
Ain't getting no points.
A third of the way through this race with 4 cautions, so we're a little right on pace for 11 and 12 if this keeps up. We'll see who's left at the end of this thing, but if they go a full fuel run, they can only have one more stop left in this race. If they can get it to 50, yeah, they get it to 50, and they're good. So we'll see how we go on this restart. Through the Geico restart zone, just as scary as other parts of the track, and it looks like everybody got through second gear properly.
You say that there's a big gap on that inside line and outside line. We're going to be 3 wide in the back. Almost 4.
Zwack was looking pretty aggressive there on the restart. Dylan's riling back to the point here at Talladega. He'll keep it up there in that second groove. Oh, we got problems further back. There we go. Jorgensen around. Big collision. Scott Warren collected. Josh Stoltz. Dahari spins after the yellow. Stoltz's whole front end is gone. Bringing out our 5th caution of the night. And this is going to be... Is this your pole sitter getting a shot? He's going to come down. Does he catch the apron? Is that what checks him up? Or is this Garrett Delph just getting into the back of him? And I mean, what a ridiculous save for AJ Green. That's not even the problem here.
They wreck checking up behind him?
Right. It's Garrett Delph into AJ Green, and then there's Jorgensen. But was he on the apron as well before this even happened? Yeah, he was already losing it. And Dahari finishes him off. Up into Scott Warren, Dylan Kent. Oh, Stoltz, nowhere to go. Dahari finishes off Jorgensen, then he himself.
Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing under caution?
Uh-oh.
It's Jorgensen again.
Oh, no. What? Uh-oh. Oh, Corey Henry trying to get his lap back. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Corey Henry was a lap down because he had disconnected earlier. So he's, yeah. So then he comes. What is, Jacob Dunn's also trying to get his lap back. All right, so yeah, Dunn's getting his lap back as well. Sees all this going on in front of him, slams on the brakes, but he could have just gone to the wall, maybe.
Like the accident's happening at the wall, like.
I mean, you got a lane up there, but then he hits him. Then we just, man. Okay. Man, we just... Alright. So let's go back to the yellow. We got a request to see Steven Maggio's cockpit. Here we go. Take a look at it. All the angles. It's like, uh-oh, 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 oh, oh! He doesn't touch him, by the way. Perfect use of the brakes. Well done. Well done. Let this man be an example to iRacers everywhere on how to not slam on the brakes to where you spin yourself out, but a nice, firm application of the brakes. Yeah, that's true. They weren't following protocol, so I guess everyone got... that's just crazy.
Ron's going to have some fun going back through this one.
Oh, yeah. But, so that, yeah, more damage for Jacob Dunn. Don't even know if he got his lap back at that point. But, yeah. Yeah, he's still 1 lap down. I'm here for the Rod flag, come out and at least get 35th. You know, does these 20 laps, so we'll see. And at that point, he'll be racing for pride. You know, got 1 fast repair in the bank coming in, you know. I'm just going to get something out of this. It just goes for broke. Well, here we go. Lights are off yet again. 5 cautions.
see, we'd have an average, you know, of other races like this, and we'd be like, well, this is about the average. It seems right. But we don't know because...
Yeah. This will be, once we complete this lap or get halfway through this lap, will be the midway point of the race. So officially on pace for 10 cautions. "34 cars still running." We lost Michael McElroy. 33 of them on the lead lap. Jacob Dunn is 1 lap down, but not done yet. Get it? See what I did there? I'm sorry. And the top 12 did not pit under that most recent yellow. Everyone on back did. So a little bit of a split there on fuel and whatnot. Could make a difference at the end, don't know. All right, Dylan. Pace car is off. Dylan Dreiling, Bobby Zielinski, road number 1. Zwack Falkingham, road number 2. Frisch, Parker White, row number 3, DeMerchant, Perry, row 4, AJ Green, and Owen DeGroot round out your top 10. And we are back underway. Great jump from the 83 there. He got through the gears. Everyone else appears to have as well.
Tyler Lonan still didn't. Driver ahead of him, Scott Warren. Or that's Owen DeGroot. Apologies. I think you can really tell the difference between drivers who use auto blip and who use clutch.
That's a good point. It actually matters in this car a little bit. It's a noticeable difference.
Because if I had to guess, Lonan might use, you know, auto blip.
I don't think Falkingham has led a lap yet tonight. And that's what we're monitoring for the championship battle. Parker White has led a lap. Falkingham is not.
He's right there, though.
And one first in the championship is 5th. Second in the championship is 4th. And they run nose to tail. Although he led a lap, and he'll get it back the hard way by finishing ahead of him. Potentially. A lot of race left. Whole second half of the race left to go.
Yeah, 3 wide. Merchant going around the outside. No help. Ooh, Zielinski.
3 wide here for the race lead.
That lap barely went to Zielinski. I thought Falkingham might have gotten himself a lap lead there, but
he will desperately want to lead this one. Finally leading that outside line, and his championship rival pushing him right behind, and he'll come down and block off Dreiling.
Might not be the move there, because look at
95,
Parker White.
Got that momentum. He's going to keep him from leading that lap if he can. There is more help on the bottom, though. Dreiling going with Parker White, so Falkingham will have to try again. Zielinski was thinking about stepping out of line.
Ooh, contact.
We're getting racey at the front. Now Parker White going to come down right in front. Or Falkingham says, all right, you're not leading the lap. I'll be right in front of you.
He's going to have room to the outside.
We'll see how aggressive he wants it. He's going to take it. He's got Zwack in tow. No help for Parker White this time down the back straightaway. DeMerchant looking for some room.
They have a lot of momentum.
Oh, jeez. Looks like finally Falkingham should be able to lead. Big assist there to Zwack. And it's all level for bonus points. Oh, he's thinking about it.
He's trying to go around him. He's going to get him.
And Parker White, I don't think he's going to be too kind to help. And Zwack gets that lap. Falkingham again denied that bonus point.
I really thought Zwack was trying to help his guy.
This man's average running position is like third. He hasn't led a lap tonight, I don't think. We got some great racing at the front. Parker White now through the middle. I think we have a car going off track in the back somewhere, I thought. I saw somebody take a hard left. Dreiling back to the point. 3 wide for second. Zielinski losing that momentum, dropping back. Here comes AJ Green. Contact for second. Zwack and White. Zwack leads at the line over Dreiling. The Merchant making another move to go 3 wide. Haven't seen it work too many times, but it's good in limited bursts. Contact there potentially between Frisch and Parker White. Look at these pushes. We're getting really aggressive. It's not the last 5 laps.
3 wide.
Here comes Cozy up through the middle behind Mo Perry. Gavin Newton top of 3 wide. Garrett Delph trying to break out of this mess behind him. Owen DeGroot right there, your pole sitter, top of 3 wide. As all of a sudden, business is picked up here after halfway. Dreiling leads that lap. Zielinski taking a peek to the outside. Here comes Delph and Jawa.
Ooh, Mo Perry into the wall. He's going to have cars coming at him.
And he's just going to hold it right there and be predictable. Wait for the entire field to go by, but behind him, 17 seconds to DJ Smith, so I think he'll be okay to drop down. It happens just like that, blink of an eye.
Zach Delph's going to go around.
Caution is out. Why did we say Washington Cougars? By the way. Who said that?
I should have included state in there. Yeah, my bad.
Man, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Anyways, 6th caution of the night. Ruined a great run we had going, and what? What was that? I don't know what that was about. He just comes down and hooks himself, gets himself turned. Cozy, yeah, nowhere to, I mean, yeah, that, man. How it was only a 1-car wreck, I don't know, but yeah, he just hooks a left in the tri-oval. What? Like, just confused, general confusion, that's all.
I meant to say, wait for the Washington State Cougars to win a game, and then you go ask Rod to unban you. He'll be more agreeable.
Oh boy. Alright, here we go. This will not be the final stop.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. TTSL's having a mid-off in chat right now. TTSL's in shambles. Gavin Newton will stay out, lead a lap, get that bonus point. And there it is, +1 bonus point for Gavin Newton in the 48. But yeah, Corbin, I don't know what that was. I believe that is Jacob Dunn getting his lap back, so all 35 cars, 34 cars running will be on the lead lap.
I want to say, in defense of Michael Cootie, a bold stance. Or Michael Moody, my bad. I was thinking of Cootie, because Cootie doesn't race anymore. He doesn't. Man deserves a second chance. Maybe. If he does it again, kick him. Oh, Max, do you know the importance of 46? Just a number.
No.
You should.
What is it?
The number of days until we can play EA College Sports 25.
There it is. Hey, Dylan, how about you just race RODDCAR, all right?
Yeah.
Like, that would, you know, that'd be helpful.
Moody will be banned the day Wazoo wins the Netty.
Corbin trying to get us in trouble, by the way. Like, why would you take a dig at... Why would you do that?
Wazoo has a better chance than Iowa.
The 71 overall offense of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Like, at least Wazoo knows what a forward pass is.
Yeah. Ouch.
Hey, you respect Tupac, okay?
Seriously. Like, what are we doing here?
Are y'all even good enough to run in RODDCAR?
What happened to Drew Jawa?
I don't know.
Nothing? Oh, he blinked, so it's crashed. Alright, Falkingham. Did he finally lead a lap in all of this? Did I miss that he led that lap?
He did, in fact, lead that lap.
Wow, finally. Under yellow, he gets it done. By having a better pit lane time than everybody else. So he might have taken... He didn't speed, though. Because Corbin would have sent him to the back. But, yeah, finally gets it done.
Yeah, I can't wait for Rod to watch this back and be like, "You said Washington Cougars? Fired."
Hey, he'll fire you. I'll take 100% proceeds. We literally took...
You can't do this without me.
I'm sure I could. Very easily, actually.
You would do it for a couple weeks and quit.
No, I wouldn't. For that money by myself?
You'd be sad.
Okay. I think I'd get over it.
You know what? Goodbye.
Okay. He gone. Going back here for the restart lap. 48. Travis Brown having a moment on the mic. Pace car. Makes that gradual left-hand turn. Falkingham finally in the lead of this race. Approaching 25 laps to go. We'll get us back underway. I think that was the 7th caution of the night. I kind of lost track after 5. For the restart, everyone gets through second gear. First gear, whatever they might choose to start in, and I think we'll be okay as we head into turn number 1. The Michael Moody redemption arc.
Hey, if we can get it in writing, I will not hint wreck bad drivers. I think Rod might be willing to give you a second chance.
With no help on the bottom just yet, but here comes Cozy. That allows the top 2 on that outside to clear. White drops down, Zwack does not. The Merchant second in line on the outside. Now third and... Oh! Parker White! Oh! Falkingham!
No, Falkingham!
Up in front of the field. Oh! We're gonna... Oh! Tyler Glass!
It is not everybody, but dang near.
The whole back half of the field. Pace car going out in the midst of danger. Oh, that was potential championship implications of a very, very messed up 54 machine. And this was happening all through the trial. It was almost Parker White and Falkingham. A little bump there to Parker White, gets him out of shape. Nothing real. I mean, that was about as square as it gets. But can't really push too much in these cars, so that gets him out of shape. And then eventually they make contact again and not able to save it. Bourgeois, Maggio, Cozy, Owen DeGroot, Travis Brown, Tyler Glass, James Mendez, Mo Perry, Corey Henry, Hunter East, Garrett Delph.
Got to a point where it would have been easier to name the people.
And then we got Owen DeGroot doing a Kyle Busch, I think, driving backwards. Is he still going? Oh, he's going the right direction. But Blimp Cam, this will tell kind of the story. Tyler Glass KOs Maggio. And that's just a whole lot of chaos. Don't know if that's fast repair worthy for Falkingham or not, but at least a trip down pit road for that. And DeMerchant's having a moment of relative peace and quiet to himself. The pace car is a ways back. He'll let the field catch up. He's trying to get heat into his tires. I think the technical term for what he's doing, he does not hit the blue cone though. Very respectful here of the blue cone.
Especially with Corbin here.
So the guys that
just what is happening here?
You know, we lost. I think he's calmed down now.
He did not. I went to him and he's just going left and right.
11th on back could make it to the end from here. I think it will be very close, but I think they can do it. If he loses it, if he spins out in front of this field right now. Who arced you, James Mendez?
How are we supposed to know?
I mean, we do have replayability. It's been a while since I've sneezed on broadcast.
You're a failure.
Okay. Can I go back and look at the wreck, please?
I hope not.
That would be Josh Stoltz. There you go. Do with that what you will. "25 laps to go." Be very close for the last fuel window if we go green, but not on the cards tonight, I don't think. You know, I just don't think it'll happen. I tell you, Dylan Dreiling has had a very impressive race here tonight. He has been consistently up in the top 5.
And he's going to finish 25th.
Potentially.
You don't want to be a generational hater.
Scott Warren was upside down inside of 20 laps, flipping wildly. He is now 10th. We have still all 34 cars on the lead lap. So that's pretty impressive. Dahari will have a little bit of work to do to catch the field, but he should be able to make it. Everyone back, yeah. In varying states of disrepair, though. Pace car starts the gradual left-hand turn. Dahari might actually catch the field at a good time here. Not sure. Oh, he'll catch. I'm very curious to see what he does. I just want to see. Come on. Oh, just a second too early. Oh, he was so close to it.
He should have done it anyway.
Oh, he should have done it.
He should have gone around the outside.
Oh, he would have had it by a mile, too, if he was just a second later. And he wouldn't have broken a rule doing it. He caught the field as we went green. Oh, man. We've seen it once or twice. The Kyle Busch. I think that was Bud Shootout 2008 is when he originally did that. Way back. Been trying to replicate it ever since. We're getting real racing here on the restart. Inside of 25 to go. All bets are off. Fuel is a concern if we were to go green the rest of the way, but not likely, unfortunately, tonight. 87's not commonly driven by most of these drivers, so you get what you get.
I'd say there are probably, what, 10, 15 drivers here that are actually competent?
Yeah, like really, really good. And then about another 10 or so that just their pure skill allows them to adapt quickly. And then there's about, you know, the final third. The final third that just is like, well, it's here, it's on the schedule, I gotta run it.
So I'm gonna try my best to not die, and then I'm still gonna die.
That's pretty much how it goes, but at least they show up. They're here to compete. Saw a puff of smoke from somebody. I have no idea why.
So I have a fun update.
Okay.
His name is Vincenzo Iacovazzi.
Vincenzo Iacovazzi?
It's not what you think it is. It's Iacovazzi.
Iacovazzi. Yes. Okay.
I am also confused, but you know what?
All right. But it is Vincenzo, right? We did get that part right.
Yeah, Vincenzo Iacovazzi.
Okay, that's crazy. All right, new fastest lap of the race, Daniel Falkingham, 43.49. Driving with a little bit of vengeance in mind, trying to get back up to the front. Slight mistake, got him off sequence. Oh, that was Parker Whitestern, the leader of the race, in front of the field. He saved it. He doesn't wreck, and everyone behind him does. Hunter East, somebody has lost a wheel.
I think it was Hunter East.
Parker White, he did wreck, but this, like, how does he not end up completely destroyed? Please look at this. Just gets a nice little nudge there. He's going straight. That's insane. Let's see what happens here. Just gets a bump from Seth the Merchant. Much like the last caution when it was Falkingham gave him a bump. This time it was the Merchant. Got him all out of shape.
Parker White's just a different breed of wheelman, to be honest.
Like, I got a slight assist from the wall, but he was probably going to, like, hang on. I mean, seriously, just hang on. At this point, he's probably going to save it. If he doesn't get hit into the wall, right around here, he'll probably end up saving the car anyways. But he just gets straightened out. Wall gives him I mean, look at that. That is just unreal.
And the way that, like, because how fast he reacts.
Right.
By the time he gets touched, he already has the wheels pointed back the other way to, you know, just keep it going.
Yeah, so it was Hunter East that lost the right front. And
Corbin needs to clear home the wrong spot.
But look at this, though. After the wreck, that is... Oh, it's Falkingham again! What? Oh, Jacob Dunn, no. No.
Yes.
He just goes and gets him. But I guess Falkingham doesn't get caught up in that. But I thought never mind. But it's Jacob Dunn that goes down and gets into Falkingham, then back up. Poor Hunter. He gets like he just like the wall catches him. Just look at him. Just no, there you get by. He doesn't continue the wreck. He just gets stuck in the fence. And then a little bit further back here, Lonin, Kem is around. Oh man, Josh Brown might not be too appreciative of that.
Does Corbin know that he is spamming clear on our chat?
I think once she said it was in the
I
wrong
don't know,
spot.
because like there's a chance that he just missed. Because he is that kind of dumb.
I mean,
You never know with Corbin, right? He lost his job for a reason.
ouch. Brutal.
Still got a job, he doesn't.
I guess that's one way to put it. Yellow is out.
At some point, we're gonna have to get a Parker White hand cam.
Actually, yeah, let's just go. That's the one thing we need to show. And he did come into pit. He did get a little tiny bit of damage. But just take a look here at the hands. We'll back it up. On board with Parker White. He's just working the wheel. It almost looks like he's on a controller. That's so crazy. If you did that, your wheel would fly off the desk.
You're ripping my desk down.
Oh my goodness. Somebody, 62, technically not allowed to get his lap back there. You know, yeah. Nah, you missed pace car there. Technically, so.
Cheater.
I call it out when I see it. I hate it when I see it when I'm racing. You just gotta leave a second. It's like not even that you got all the damage fixed. Like you could have just got that. You still had significant problems, so don't risk it. But you know, it is what it is. Bobby Zielinski, 14 career starts, 1 win in those 14 starts. He's always a factor, though. With the Altus boys, with the Coke Series drivers. Be inside of 20 to go, 18 laps to go when we get the restart. Everybody should be good on fuel now. The RODDCAR rules are you wave yourself around once. With 1 to go, you get the one wave around.
RODDCAR rules.
But Hunter East looking like our second retirement, as he either didn't have the fast repair checked or he used it earlier. I know he was involved in a couple of incidents, but he does not have a right run on that car. So pace car is off. Could be our second retirement of the evening. 33 cars on track and all on the lead lap. Do the Gecko restart zone. I'm going to wait until the very end of it. Zielinski gets a jump. We're back underway with 18 laps to go. There's a reason you were fired, by the way. Side for second. He's going to get the momentum. That outside lane looks to have it now. AJ Green trying to close back into the back bumper of Zielinski. He'll do so. Dylan Kem giving a great shove to set the Merchant top 2 on that outsider clear for the time being. Jawa in the mix. The top 4 have all gained at minimum. Oh, trouble! Oh my goodness! God! Oh, that is huge. A huge collision for Dylan Kem. Right front gone on to Merchant. How Dylan Kemp is still driving, I have not a clue. How is this man still going? Oh my goodness. Shield your eyes from this. Oh. That is so brutal. Oh, man. Drew's like, well. Seriously, yeah, look at this. It's like, watch top two. If you're Drew Joie, you're like, goodbye. It's just so sudden.
It's like, I'm in the lead now.
And then further back, like, you'll oh, my goodness. Right? I mean, you just go further back and look at it. Even from the... Oh. My thoughts and prayers go out to the family of Dylan Kemp at this moment. Oh, my goodness. That is just a vicious crash. And it was only 2 cars. Like, out of all that, it was a 2-car wreck between Seth the Merchant and Dylan Kemp. But here, I think Zielinski will get into the back of this 57/14, and he just unsettles him instantly. Right front, not technically gone. It's there, just not attached.
I really did not want to be there.
Right. And I mean, they both drove back to pit road. That's just, oh my goodness. I mean, nothing DK could have done here. I mean, you're just sitting here first line on the outside, like, I'm ready to go. It's just. Back of the car looks pretty good. I mean, seriously, look at that. Doesn't even look like, cosmetically. I know there's a lot internally wrong, but it's like, oh, that's not even the worst car we've seen tonight. In terms of damage-wise. Man. That's a rough one. We'll be inside of 15 to go.
It feels like it's been the longest last 20 laps of my life.
It's been a race. Gotta say, if these guys could find a right front for Hunter East, he's not out of this race yet. Oh, he's got the right front on! As I said it, they put it back on. That's funny, look at this. There it is. Someone ran over to turn 4 where it ended up coming to a rest, and they put that sucker back on. I say, they keep wrecking so quick. I mean, he's only 6 laps down. I mean, you just don't know. Green white checkers, but he has to leave pretty quick here. Don't want to go another lap down, but yeah, they got a right front on it now. So we'll see if we can get back out there. The 62 of Yakovazi in danger of going a lap down, but he's on the move, so it looks like we'll still have 33 on track and on the lead lap. Merchant coming down, probably to top off for fuel and take another set of tires. Why not? They actually do matter. Especially if we, 15 laps, it'd be 14 laps to go at the end. If you somehow went green the rest of the way, there'd be a little bit wear there. Especially on that right front. Everyone is good on fuel, especially if you pit it under our most recent caution. 100% confirmed good to the end, and even for a couple of green-white checkers. I think, I mean, we've seen it 2 or 3 times, especially like the more recent ones when the aggression has been turned up. These cars do not handle bump drafts well through the tri-oval, and especially in the corners.
I mean, we've seen that without the aggression even being turned up.
But now
they were just...
It's like, all right, well, I got to get to the front. I got to, you know, try and bump draft my way through to the field if you can. But it's like, it's not as... It doesn't play as much of a role as, you know, as the Gen 6s or the next gens or what have you. These are very delicate machines, and you see how quick it gets you in trouble. You just misjudge it by that little bit.
You just got to put new tires on it, put it up by the wall.
You know,
and get to ripping.
Just hope that it sticks, you know?
Nothing more you can do.
14 laps to go. You just hope you're there coming off of 4 with a shot to win it. Zielinski in the lead. Drew Joie to his outside. Zielinski, the cause of that last caution, took out the top 2. But now he restarts in the lead. We're back underway. And every restart, you're just worried about the guy in front of you. It's like, will he get it in gear? Will I just have a car suddenly backing up across my face? Word from the boss, he is home, but Cat is still sick, so he's got to play nurse. We hope that the Cat starts feeling better soon, for sure. And these cars just starting to move around, wiggle back and forth down the back straightaway, looking for that fast line, that preferred line. Can you read the air? Can you see the air? Can you be the air? Get yourself...
These guys aren't Earnhardt. They're not built like that.
Dylan Dryland, I mean, he's been aggressive all night. He's even looking 3 wide here again. Scott Warren back up into the mix. 3 wide with him on the outside.
I'm not sure how confident I am of Michael P. Frisch being, you know, leader on the outside right now. It just feels like that's where the danger's going to be.
He's always involved. It's not about Mark Jorgensen Jr. It's been a while since he's last been to victory lane. 27 career wins, a one-time champion.
You got Drew Joie blinking in front of the field.
If we could get a Mark Jorgensen Jr. win, I can only feel what that post-race interview would be like. The energy would be unmatched. Tyler Glass a little bit loose in front of Falkingham through the tri-oval. That's a dead heat at the line. Give it to Frisch. Laps are ticking away now to the front at any means necessary. Inside line prevails off with 2. Frisch fighting back on that outside with Jorgensen, with AJ Green, with Dylan Dreiling. Inside line is Joie, Zielinski, DeGroot, and Michael Cozy Jr. Still looking for his first win this season. Side by side at the front, a lot of 2 wide. And someone's going to have to force the issue. Falkingham doesn't. Well, he's right next to championship rivals. We'll say P11, not going to cut it for him. P12, not going to cut it for Parker White. What do they do to get back to the front? Got 5 rows ahead of them. Cars they want to pass.
I mean, it still feels too early to go with 3. Because you get up there and you start moving forward, you're going to get stalled out if you don't have the help.
The biggest mover is the car currently leading the race. He started in the 25th position and is leading coming to 10 laps to go. What about Seth the Merchant? What does he do in 26? He's shown great speed tonight. Corey Henry. You know, they don't want to sit around outside the top 20. And trouble for Scott Warren. Mo Perry around off the nose of Stoltz. Yellow is out. They could not save it.
This was just the longest wreck ever. It literally starts in the middle of 1 and 2, and it goes until the exit.
Yeah, but let's see here. And that was actually Dylan Dreiling that got all out of sorts. And he was just half a lane up. Scott Warren going to get into him. Causes a massive checkup effect. Parker White into the back of him. Warren down the hill. Gabriel Dahari has no idea how close he is to being completely dead. And then we just head further on back through the field. DK, I mean, that's well held. He just hit it like it just kept going straight. And then further back, they're really checking up, trying not to run over each other. Stoltz into the back of Bo Perry. And then Corey Henry into the back of Stoltz. And Bo Perry eventually up the hill. Corey Henry around as well.
Has Stoltz been able to properly apply his brakes at all tonight?
He might. Oh, does he get... I think he's trying to get run over from behind, though, to be fair. Mendez is right up underneath him. And even Mendez gets a shot there from Corey Henry, and then the Merchant actually gets into Henry. And how about DJ Smith just sneaking through there? Oh, and Jacob Dunn right at the very end. Catches a piece.
That doesn't help my, agenda, though. Anti-puffer
So this 88 machine going to stay out, and he will be your leader inside of 10 laps to go, but we know there's a... It's hard to tell how much difference on tires it will actually end up being, since we've had so many caution laps on them, but the Merchant... How did he... Oh, because he didn't pit either. So he stayed out. Pitted on lap 60. He was involved in that. Got a tiny bit of damage. But he stayed out as well to get back the track position. Not a terrible idea because it was only 7 laps ago and we ran 2 of those under yellow. Frisch will be the first man off with new tires. Jorgensen 55. DeMerchant 60. Everybody else... Lap 67, and Hunter East is back on the track and now off of it. So Hayes, he's finally back out in contention. 6 laps down, and at this point, not going to have enough laps, though, to get it all back, but can race for pride here. Wrong chat, dummy. It will be looking at 6 laps to go on the restart. And any caution from there will take us very close to green, white, checkered territory. 33 cars. 62. Is he going to make it? Technically no, but Race Control's having a snoozer today. So despite all of that, it'll be 34 cars running, 33 of them on the lead lap. Your only retirement has been Michael McElroy, and Rod Flag did not get to start tonight's event. 6 laps to go. Can Jorgensen hold on with those older tires? Pit strategy's pretty simple. 55 for him. DeMerchant's not going to show it. His most recent one, but it was lap 60. And lap 67 from everyone on down, third and below.
I can't wait for the next big one. I would be shocked if we make it a lap here.
I think we'll get one lap, and then it'll just be massive. That is my opinion.
I just hope that Michael P. Frisch makes it through.
I'm looking for Travis Brown to make some moves here. He's been kind of just mired mid-pack all night. I want to see him get up there and duke it out.
Man's not even rooting for the driver that he picked to win.
If I talk about him, he'll do worse.
Michael Cozy Jr., Michael Cozy Jr., Michael Cozy Jr.
Michael Frisch, Michael Frisch, Michael Frisch. Everybody's jinxed. I think we had a Corey Henry pick. He was just involved in our most recent wreck. And then we had a
mention Dean Clavitt again.
Here we go.
Dean
Going to
Clavitt.
6 laps to go. Mark Jorgensen Jr. Can he get through the restart zone on those old tires? Looks like it behind them. They didn't even make it to the start-finish line.
It was AJ Green instantly around.
So it's we didn't make it a lap. We didn't make it to the start-finish line. East has still got a shot. He says, "Thank you very much." That's what he needs is instantaneous cautions. All right, let's take a look here. We saw
Take
AJ
a
Green.
look.
Stop it. Does he get through the restart zone, or does he get run over? He didn't get through the restart zone. Dylan Dreiling ran him over.
Oh, that front bumper just went instantly.
Yep. Let's just go on board with him here. Yeah, it was just stuck. He did not shift up. He just got it stuck. You saw it right there. It just was banging the rev limiter right at 8,000. Dylan Dreiling. You assume the person in front of you is just gonna go. Cause watch this here. Watch his rev limiter. Up to 8,000. He shifts. You see it. It drops from 8 to about 5. 8,000 to 5,000. That indicates he had a successful upshift. The guy in front of him did not. And it's so random. It catches everybody out by surprise. It's not like, oh, it's guaranteed to happen. But, you know, we saw it with Parker White earlier in the race. You know, he's one of the best talents on this service. Championship leader. Your pole sitter. Was perfect all night on restarts up until that moment, so it's like you just don't know when it's going to happen. So we will be Hunter, he's trying to get more laps. I mean, if he gets another instant, I mean, he's 5 down. He would need, yeah, he's not possible, unfortunately. If this is his 4th, I mean, he could get the yeah, he would need literally 4 more restart wrecks. So,
Can we even get 4 more?
I don't think so, because the first one would take us to, yeah, no, we wouldn't. So, unless he just blatantly goes around, then he is resigned to 34th.
Just drive. No one's looking. Just drive, 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 drive.
Just keep it going. But 62 has needed a ton of repairs. 81's been on pit road a bunch. They should be able to continue. So, we've had a lot of wrecks, had some big ones, had some blowovers, but we've only had 1 retirement. The driver that has been on pit road the most tonight DJ Smith in the 75 machine, and they still got damage, despite making 14 pit stops tonight. Actually, apologies DJ Smith, apologies James Mendez. James Mendez has been down pit road 16 times. And DJ Smith in second with 14. Dean Clavitt in a tie for third at 11 with Nathan Barrows. And a whole host of others with 10, 9, 8. The drivers has been on pit road the least. Parker White was 6. Dreiling was 6. And Michael McElroy, that left 21 laps into this race, was down pit road 6 times. So nobody lower than 6. Which is just crazy, by the way. Be 3 laps to go on the restart. Hunter East is 4 laps down. He can only get if we wreck before the white flag, that's the first attempt at overtime. It'll be 3 laps down. They wreck on the first attempt. Be 2 laps down. They wreck on the second attempt. He can only get to 1 lap down. So very unfortunate. Just came up a little short. Unless they all want to wait for him, if they all just park it in the green flag and he just goes around, and then then we all go.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
I don't think they're gonna do that for him though.
I don't know if we'll make it a lap once again.
Yeah, Maggio's trying to catch up, but 3 laps to go. Your top 2, especially the 88 Mark Jorgensen, on 12-lap older tires than the rest of the field. DeMerchant on 7-lap older tires than the rest of the field. And a little bit of damage for that 57/14 to boot. Championship battle. Parker White came in 1 point ahead. They both led laps tonight. That's a moot point, but it's Fogingham ahead of Parker White. Coming to the closing stages of the 8th race of the season out of 13. 3 drop weeks. 34 cars running, 33 on the lead lap. Back to Jacob Dunn. The biggest mover right now is Dean Clavitt, up 24 spots.
So, man, I try to jinx.
And here we go. Can we get through the restart zone? And then can we do 3 laps after that? Probably not, but we're sure going to try. Mark Jorgensen Jr. through the Geico restart zone. Back underway. He's got older tires, and he was able to get through cleanly. Everybody else looks like they had decent enough. Couple of gaps here and there, but they are rolling up to 200+ miles an hour.
Like how Corbin's saying he's relearning the overtime rules. It's entirely different. The caution's going to come out, and you're just going to hit clear all.
We're going to race back.
Over and over and over.
Zwack making a move to the outside. DeMerchant leads with a push from Zielinski. They got to make it around twice if they don't want to enter RODDCAR overtime. We're 3 wide, mid-pack, not a recipe for making it back all the way. The leaders would love to settle it amongst themselves, not give anyone else some hope in the back. But DeMerchant loose in front of the field. He hangs on to it for now. Zielinski leads with 2 laps to go. Here comes Jorgensen back through the middle on his older tires. Trying to hang on to that machine. Stuck 3 wide middle. Parker White on the outside with Zwack in tow. We're 3 wide for the race lead down the back straightaway. Look how close they are together.
They are giving that 88 no room.
That's problematic because he's on 12-lap older tires. He is washing all the way up the hill. We wondered if that would make a big difference. It has. Out of contention. Coming to the white flag. Can they make it through the tri-oval? Everybody's loose in front of the field, but they are going to make it back. White flag races official. Zielinski leads at the line. On the outside, car. I think that's Gavin Newton. Oh, DJ Smith around as well. It doesn't matter. We got the white flag. DeMerchant on the bottom. Zielinski up top.
More cars on the wall. There's Travis Brown going around.
Big wreck in the back. That's Scott Warren again flying through the air. Parts everywhere. It doesn't matter. Three wide for second. 3 wide for the race win. Through 3 and 4. Zwack has absolutely no help. So they come off of 4 for the final time. It's going to be a drag race. Zielinski through the middle. DeMerchant on the bottom. Wrecking in the lead pack. It doesn't matter. Bobby Zielinski. Seth DeMerchant at the line. It's going to be Zielinski picking up his second career win in 15 starts. What a finish.
By 3 thousandths of a second.
Parker White second, Falkingham down in 6th, and that just seems like a huge gap considering how close they are. DeMerchant rounds out your podium, and what a finish. Taking a look here at the wrecks. Oh, DJ Smith, that is brutal. Oh my goodness. Take a look at the wrecks further back, and we'll get back to the what everyone wants to see here. So Gavin Newton just gets chopped. And Jorgensen hooks to 75. Mo Perry, Kem involved. That is violent. Mo Perry, Mendez, Nathan Barrows, Jaden Carter all involved. We go right into the second grouping here. It looks like huge net code there. Delph into Drew Joie. They're coming off the wall. Scott Warren just flips wildly. Just takes flight. Almost in the exact same spot. Lands on all fours and says, alright, just gotta go if we can, but well, he loses the car again. And then coming to 4, Zwack has no help. Big checkup behind him. Dahari. Tyler Glass is inside of Lonan at this point. Where they all run out of real estate. Dreiling trying to save it. And just wreck across the line. Let's take a look at this finish between the rest of them that made it home to the finish. Middle line had all the help. 4 cars versus 3 on the bottom. We'll back it up just a little bit, get that good view of it. No help for Parker White at the end. Made a run at it. Ends up stealing second, maybe?
Third.
Oh, so he gets third. Why did it say he was
He's
second?
third.
Yeah. Fair enough. I said it doesn't look like it.
We got all 3 of them.
All right.
When you're ready.
We'll go ahead and get up here with Zielinski. Here with your race winner, Bobby Zielinski. His 15th career start here tonight. He already had a win in the previous 14, but he has doubled his win count tonight, picking up his 2nd career RODDCAR win. Talk me through that final restart and what you were having to do to hold off the field behind you.
Yeah, it was pretty difficult. I was pretty loose. I spent basically the whole race until the last pit stop I had with damage that made me tighter, so I was plowing all race. And I kept taking 2 at the end just to maintain track position. And I was, with the quick repair, I was pretty loose. Parker was doing a good job of pushing me there. But I couldn't quite clear Merch on the bottom because I was just a little loose. But I guess it worked to my benefit because I was able to just maintain the middle. And I had good help from behind. And I was able to just, because of, I guess, Merch's older tires, I was able to beat him to the line just barely, despite being on the high side in the tri-oval.
Yeah, absolutely. But obviously only 15 starts under your belt, but you're always competitive, always racy, and that's what it takes. Just got to be in position coming off turn number 4, and that's what you did here tonight. Yeah,
I've only won a couple, and the first one I kind of had like a lot of help from teammates, so I feel like it was my first actual like earned win, I guess. But I always feel like I'm in position at the end, and then I just do something wrong or something goes wrong. So it's cool to get a win at Dega.
Yeah, so especially in the 87's, it kind of puts it back in the hands of the drivers. Probably one of the harder cars we drive here in terms of, it's just super speedway. It's like, oh, just flat out. But this one takes a little bit more input, more finesse on the throttle for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it like with you had to really be, nice with the pushing. And I'm gonna call out Merch because when I bumped him and he overcorrected into the field and killed like Dylan, he said he could handle it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna push it then. I'm just hold you to your word, and then he killed everybody. So I'll get a penalty point for that, which is fair earned because I did bump him. But I don't know. He was talking and
he said, "I can handle it. Come on!" And he said, "All right,
he
here we go."
overcorrected. He was
Fair
doing
enough.
it to Parker, and he like almost killed Parker. Like, okay, you can handle it, big man. All right. Nope. Killed the field. So I mean, I feel bad about that, but that's how she goes.
Yeah, absolutely. But congratulations on your second career win. We'll just get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Yeah, Interstate Batteries, VRS, everyone at Altanda, Altus and stuff. It's they're the boys.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again on the win, and hope to see you back here next week.
Yeah, thanks.
Here with your runner-up tonight, Seth the Merchant, oh so close to his 25th career win by about the length of a bumper, I suppose. How big of a difference was those 7-lap order tires you had on compared to the rest of the field on that final restart?
I think there were at least 3 thousandths of a difference. Just barely didn't have enough grip to compete in 3 and 4. It seemed like for the first. Oh, sorry, I muted. For the first lap, it was completely normal. And then the start of the second lap into 1 and 2, I think because we're fully up to speed, there was a noticeable difference. And then 3 and 4, into 3 and 4 on the last lap, I had no grip at all, but I just had enough draft help from Frisch to be able to stay there and challenge with Bobby, and he just barely got me at the line.
Yeah, absolutely, but did a nice job considering that. Had a little bit of damage on the right front. It was kind of your only call. Obviously, you were involved in the last caution of the night. You say, all right, well, we're not too junked. We just took tires on the previous one. We might as well stay out. And it got you the track position, and it ended up almost being the winning move.
Yeah. I think with like 14 to go, like I had just pit, and I figured they were going to start wrecking, so I kind of was just chilling in the back, saving my tires for when they did. And my plan was to stay out, and it just worked, put me in the right spot. And then luckily, off the first restart, after I stayed out, they wrecked immediately, so that got rid of a bunch of laps that I could have lost track position. We were just able to stay up front for the last restart.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on a solid finish. I was so close, and we'll let you get any shout-outs in if you have any.
Just, you guys for broadcasting and Rod for putting on the league like always. And I just want to say another P2 every single race I run in this league.
Yeah, but as long as you're in position, you'll eventually break through, get those 3,000s one way or another, and pick up that 25th win at some point. But
hopefully.
Congratulations again, and hope to see you back here next week.
Thanks, man.
Yep. Here with your third place finisher, Parker White. Started here second here tonight, finished third. You and Falkingham both led laps, so you come down to the finish, you get third, he gets sixth, and it just feels like, even though it's 3 spots, with how close you guys have been running, it feels just like, man, those 3 spots could be huge at the end of the season.
Yeah, like, my main goal was just to finish ahead of him, and what I really didn't want it to come down to was him and I battling for the win, like last week, because obviously you get, like, something like 5 extra points for winning, something like that, so I just had to make sure that if that was the case, then I would have to win. It turned out I was wrong last week. It wasn't actually a tie in the points. I still had a 1-point lead, so that was nice. And my goal in this race, like I said, was just to finish ahead of him, so I can continue that points lead. But it was a solid race for me. I got crashed in the trial with that one time. Seth said that he was just testing how much he could push, and I guess he found the limit there.
He definitely found the limit.
Yeah, so then there was that one time Falkingham gave me that push on the front stretch. It wasn't even a big bump, but I just got kind of squirrely from it. Then eventually I got straight, then he ran into my right rear, and then everyone behind just crashed. But it definitely wasn't easy to get back to the field, because I think I was all the way back in like 20th when I had to fix that damage. So to get all the way up here, and then on that last time we pit, I took 2 tires, and I think that's what most everyone did at the front that won the race. So glad I did that. I just had to stay in the right position there on that last restart, and I was able to survive and get third and continue this points lead, so that's good.
Absolutely. It's insanely tight. I mean, you guys were battling in the first half of the race to lead that lap. You had it. He was trying to get it, lead that lap back. You came down in front and was like, I'm going to make you earn that bonus point. He eventually gets it. You guys are fighting for every position on the racetrack. He got wrecked, and a couple laps later, you get bumped from set the merchant, and you go back. It's like you guys are always around each other, just trading blows, working back up to the field together, and it's a thrilling championship fight.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and so far this season, looking back at it, I really wish I could have won the Indy 500. I think it was a couple weeks ago, or it might have been last week. But yeah, just overall, it's been a really good season for me so far. I took a couple seasons off, and it seems like everything has been against me to win a championship. Obviously, this season's not over yet, so it's kind of hard to predict the future. But there was one season where I made the final 5, and there was an IROC race right before that. I crossed the line, my internet went out, and I wasn't able to join the championship race. And so yeah, there's been a few seasons where I've been really close to winning the championship. So hopefully I can get it this season.
Absolutely. It's at this point, you don't want to say anything because obviously a lot could change in the final couple of races. You lead by 5. It was 1, so you get increased a little bit to 5, and then it's 57 points back to 3rd. So it's almost like, if I finish 21st, it's like, oh, that sucks. But if he finishes 24th, then yeah, it's not the biggest thing in the world. It's almost like, all right, I know what I have to do week in and week out.
Yeah, there was also the season opener at Ireton Super Speedway. I got net coded on the white flag. I was on for probably a top 3, top 5 at the worst finish, and I ended up with 17th or something. But yeah, just to be in the points lead, it's so good.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again on another solid finish, and look to see you back here next week.
Thank you.
All right, we only got Pit 2 gang, so it won't be a terribly long interview, but we'll go ahead and go down there. Dean Clavitt.
Hey, it's Max.
Piece. Listen here, bud. P7 cars in relatively one piece. Biggest mover, and you are best of the rest. I mean, the top 2 are blitzing the rest of this field, but you're best of the rest by a decent margin.
I know. I'm quite happy about that, honestly. Yeah, it was a race. We had 4 minutes of damage for hitting somebody at 30 miles an hour.
Oh,
so that was great.
Yeah.
And yeah, kept out of trouble the rest of the race, but the car handled like crap.
There you go. Yeah, but ended up coming home here P7 tonight. So in contention for the win. What was the thoughts on the final restart there?
Nah, I was just hoping everybody wreck, honestly. Like everybody ahead of me wreck. But it's unfortunate that the one time I'm up front, they don't wreck, and everybody behind me wrecks.
Right.
That usually never happens.
Right.
So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's okay. At least it made for a good ending on the broadcast.
Yeah,
it must have been 3x3 or something like that, because I know I was 3 wide for 7th or 6th.
You guys were going at it there.
So it was a fun ending, at least. So I'm happy about it. And yeah, well, I don't know where we are next week, so we'll go wherever we are next week and try and shrink that friggin' points gap.
Yeah. Atlanta in the next gens next week.
Nah, crap.
But next
right,
up,
well, we will not be minimizing the gap.
We will not be closing the gap.
We'll try to do that next week or a week after.
2 weeks. You don't have that many races left, so might as well start. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 5 left. I mean,
Well, I'm just hoping that the power down in Southern Maine goes out for the next 3 weeks, those 2 don't show up.
That's the only thing that seems like it stopped one of them from winning. But solid finish. Jacob Roth. 11th place here tonight, wrecking across the line, front bumper gone. Could have wrecked several times tonight, and all in all, plus 23. Got to be pretty happy with 11th place.
I mean, yeah, I was just disappointed. I could have been top 10, but I don't know what it is with this car, man. I feel like it just touches one of the wheels and it's just gone. Wheel's gone. Because that's what happened. It took my right front wheel off. I couldn't turn.
Absolutely, but you and I think it was Hunter East tagged you on the left rear going into turn number 3. How you didn't wreck, I don't know. I don't have a single clue.
Oh yeah, my Kyle Busch moment almost.
Yeah, it was. I felt so bad for him because he gets into you about wreck, he about wrecks, and you both save it. Then we're getting to that. This next up, Josh.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that at all.
I mean,
I don't want to talk about
you
that.
saw
I was
all
on the
that.
break.
You saw all that progress. You said, you know what? That's tough. Nobody gets.
I
over that in front of me.
lifted off the brake for a split second and it just got right to him. Like I feel so bad for that.
Yeah.
I thought didn't he still end up like top 10 or something, or did he wreck out there?
Somebody else took his right front later on from him. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Not you though, but yeah, I just felt so bad. I was like, man, they both saved it. Oh, it just doesn't matter.
I don't want to talk about that.
But overall, up and down night, from that and then getting it caught up in other people's stuff. End up P9. I completely didn't see on the list. That's my apologies. But ended up recovering, picking up your second top 10 and only your 9th career start.
Yeah, I think this is like my second or third start just this season. So I mean, I will gladly take that.
Yeah, chose a doozy to do at 87. It's probably the hardest car to drive on the calendar, but ended up with a solid finish at the end. How'd you make through all the chaos?
I don't know.
Followed Beak.
Yeah, I straight up said coming out too, Jacob. I'm following you no matter what, and it worked.
Fair
but
enough.
Purely as a joke, because my scheme's a poor attempt on a Dave Marcus throwback to when he drove a Chevy Malibu, if anyone ever remembers that. But I had the Goodyear hat on, and in qualifying I had the wingtips on, very uncomfortable on the set. But I had something going there. Yeah, that entire restart I was just praying like, hey, I got to run. My car wasn't really that fast, to be honest. As long as I was in draft and I wasn't getting sent 3 wide for no reason, I felt like I was fine. And I'm still wondering how in that maybe the first or second caution, instead of going from 4th to 3rd, I went 4th to 2nd when I downshifted, and it popped so much torque into it. It spun me around. I did a 360 and barely kept it off the wall, like gave it a little love tap.
Right.
Don't know how I didn't just kill the car there.
Right. But all in all, ended up recovering to a very solid night. So you take the top 10s how you can get them. And then last but certainly not least, Mo Perry, solid qualifying effort under our banner, under our colors. We do not have the funds for the repair job, unfortunately, after that last lap crash.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't expecting to pay for it anyway. I paid for it with my life.
Oh,
not fun exactly getting the car to the windshield, but it's what happens in a rod car half the time. Didn't really have extremely high hopes because not the most stable in the 87s, but ended up not really ever having an issue with the car getting loose on me, thankfully. Though that thing did get tight. It was real tight. Pretty much once you just got to the back of the field, there wasn't really any moving back up because you just immediately would burn off the right front.
Right.
So I forget what sent me to the back originally, but whatever that was, thank you for that.
Yeah, there's a lot going on tonight. But Rod, this is typical 87's RODDCAR at Dega. We'll move on to Atlanta next gens. Another wild race to be sure, but appreciate the time, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.
All right. Another thriller. Your RODDCAR. Art, Corbin, your final thoughts? There's no need. There's no need. What's final thoughts? Less than a 1/10 of a second separating your top 5. And a minor step forward in the championship for Parker White. Puts just the slightest amount of distance between himself and Daniel Falkingham. Dean Clavitt keeping pace somewhat in 7th. And then we look back through the list and look at all this attrition. We lost Scott. We lost Scott Warren and DJ Smith on the final lap. Weren't able to finish it. Scott Warren flipped twice tonight. And,
I hope we found him if we lost him.
And then Hunter East lost a wheel. Michael McElroy quit. And Rod Flag did not get to start tonight. Our thoughts go out to his cat. hopefully it's better next week. And yeah, race 9 coming up next week. Before that, though, next Tuesday night, LSRL Sweet Greek Grill Xfinity Series, as they roll on in their regular season, they head to Atlanta as well. So next week, fully Atlanta. So we'll look forward to that. And then next Friday, Friday Night RODDCAR, next gen's at Atlanta as well. So see y'all there. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Tuesday night.